NLTV News Impact. Rio government reacts after coal scam exposed. Face-saving act of Department of Geology and Mining. Department cancels and withdraws all NOC issued for fake outwards of Nagaland Coal Department writes a letter to NF Railway informing the move allegedly using backdate NOCs were issued at Chariali stations for loading Nagaland coal following continuous exposures by NLTV on the big scam in Nagaland. It seems that the Department of Geology and Mining of Nagaland government is trying to save its image as it has come to force that it has cancelled the withdrawn NOC issued at Chariali Railway Station for transportation of coal via rail rakes to other parts of the country. TV News Impact. Rio government reacts after coal scam exposed. Face-saving act of Department of Geology and Mining. Department cancels and withdraws all NOC issued for rake outwards of Nagaland Coal Department writes a letter to NF Railway informing the move allegedly using backdate NOCs were issued at Chariali Station for loading Nagaland coal following continuous exposure by NLTV on the big scam in Nagaland. It seems that the Department of Geology and Mining of Nagaland government is trying to save its image as it has come to force that it has cancelled and withdrawn the NOC issued at Chariali Railway Station for transportation of coal via rail rakes to other parts of the country. Now we will have more updates on this. We will speak with our senior content producer, Dipendu. Am I audible? Hello?
Yes, Johanna, as we have continuously exposed the biggest, perhaps, the scam that has, been come to limelight as far as Nagaland is concerned. For the last 2 days, continuously, we have been showing the biggest coal scam that is going on in Nagaland and that is connected to some parts of Assam and Arunachal as well. In the continuous reports, we have exposed how one person has used a license issued by the Geology and Mining Department of Nagaland, to procure coal way above the permitted level and transport it via rail to different parts of the country. So the continuous investigation has, somehow rocked the Nagaland government, it seems. As we have just got this letter at our hand that is going, that you can show on screen as well. The letter that has been written by Directorate of Geology and Mining to the Chief Commercial Manager of Northeast Frontier Railway station at Maligaon, where they have specifically said that they have cancelled and withdrawn all the NOCs issued at Chariali Station of Assam for rake outward loading of Nagaland coal. Mind you, in the last two reports, we have continuously showed, that over a period of last 3 months, that is from January to April, how many rakes of coal have been transported from different stations of Assam that include Chariali, Lakwa, and Tinchukia, and Phojo, I beg your pardon. So if from these stations, tons of coal have been transported to different parts of India like Haryana, UP, Bihar, via railway tracks, and tons of coal have been sent illegally, which are believed not only the Nagaland coal, but coals that were illegally mined out of Margherita of Assam and Kharsang of Arunachal. So this entire scam that has been exposed somehow has rocked the Department of Geology and Mining, it seems. So somehow this letter is kind of you can say as a face-saving act of the government, where they have said that they have cancelled, the NOCs issued, and they have even withdrawn the NOC. As you specifically say that they have cancelled and withdrawn all the NOCs earlier for rake outward booking of Nagaland coal at Chariali Railway Station. It is specifically mentioned about the Chariali Railway Station. Nothing has been mentioned as far as Phojo and Lakwa railway stations are concerned. But it seems that, somehow they are jolted with this news and continuous exposure. And what seems, although interestingly, the date says that it's 31st March. The date says the 31st of March. But we have a doubt that they have taken this step, as a face-saving act, and allegedly it is anticipated they have used a backdate, to cover up all these things and to prove that they have, they have done, once the reports are aired, they have, they already before that they took the step. But it seems that the timing of this letter, very much important. As you know, today is the 19th of April, and for the last 2 days, once we continuously showed the scam on television, so this letter or timing of this letter is very crucial. So we are anticipating that this is somehow it can be a subject of backdated letter that has been mentioned as the date has been mentioned as 31st of March, but it seems that it's a recent step, and it seems that it's a big impact of NLTV exposed regarding the coal scam that has been going on, and one particular name we have been always shown in the last 2 days, that how license issued in the name of one person is used by the coal mafia, to transport the coals from Margarita to different parts of the country, as well as in the last 2 days we have continuously showed the list of rail rakes, the indents, how many indents were booked under the name of one person, one Matlo Cognac, and the wagons or the rakes were exported to different parts of the country via train, and they were loaded from these stations, Bhojo, Lakwa, and Chariali Railway Station. So it's very crucial that this development, it seems that it can be an act of Nagaland government to save their face. And the question is that whether the Geology department and the Nagaland government is aware of this scam or not, whether they were they knew these things, and is there any nexus involved with politicians or administration also? No. So we are continuously searching for those answers, and it seems somehow that this act is it's a big impact of NLTV that this letter has been issued. Although it says the date is 31st March, but we feel that once we expose the coal scam, the biggest coal scam in Nagaland, this step has been taken by the government of Nagaland, and somehow the letter says that they have cancelled and withdrawn all the NOCs. The Department of Geology and Mining has withdrawn and cancelled all the NOCs issued for rail outward of loading related to Nagaland coal.
So as of now, has the accused gave any statement regarding this issue?
Nothing. See, as far as statements is concerned, nothing official has come on camera. Nobody has said anything. But we are continuously on ground. Our reporters are also, they are stationed in some parts of Nagaland, to find out the truth. And with the due course of time, we will reveal, what are the findings. But it seems, the whole scam, is much beyond that. It seems, and as of now, the rail, it's basically what we have assumed, that this letter means that something is going wrong, and we will find out the truth. And but for the timing for our viewers, we would like to once again remind that this letter has been issued by the Geology and Mining Department regarding the cancellation of NOCs that has been issued earlier, and it seems that the things can be anticipated as a face-saving app from the part of government of Nagaland. That's what we have right now, and we will continue to update about the biggest coal scam in our upcoming news as well, Johanna.
I'd like to repeat the news once again. NLTV News Impact. Rio government reacts after coal scam exposed. Face-saving act of Department of Geology and Mining. Department cancels and withdraws all NOC for rake outwards of Naga coal. Department writes a letter to NF Railway informing the move allegedly using backdate. NOCs were issued at Chariali Station for loading and Nagaland coal following continuous exposures by NLTV on the big scam. In Nagaland, it seems that the Department of Geology and Mining of Nagaland government is trying to save its image as it has come to force that it has cancelled and withdrawn the NOC issued at Chariali Railway Station for transportation of coal via rail racks in other parts of the country.